was about mentor. I had already established some relationship with Dmitry Bashkirov. I remember that day, professor saying, "Do you want to come to study in Madrid?" Oh, yes. It was the very beginning of the school. There were several houses attached to each other. In some floors, students were living. In some other chalets, professors were living. It was like a big family. So warm, so nice. There were few students. We had a fantastic relationship between all of us, great friendships. I'm learning while teaching. I'm researching. I see through the problem. Students make me better musician, actually. It's an enormous pleasure to see how young people are becoming great artists. They're starting their own careers. And for me, it gives me sort of a satisfaction that my work, it was not just an everyday, some kind of routine. There is something that continues. Yeah, I was very much impressed with the level of the students, but I was expecting to have a high level because it's Reina Sofía. It's a world-renowned school. We are living in a different time. Sometimes the parameters of quality are even changed. The music is changing. I think in the future people will be listening music from their homes. The streaming online things are now developing so quickly, which I don't big fan. I would like still to have live music, but that's what's happening. I think we are in the transformation moment. I really don't know what it drives us. What I know is important is to save the greatest values of the classical music. Our work as a museum work, let's say, is really, really important to give to young generation the values of what we've learned from the past. Social media is 100% needed today. I'm not sure it is a good thing or bad thing, but that's the way to do things. And they invest a lot of time and actually money in promoting themselves in social media. And they have to know how to talk. It is very important that the artists have some sort of contact with the audience, presenting basically the program. Musicians are growing as musicians and as performers on stage. You cannot build this just sitting in the classroom. Performing for public makes you a more professional musician. You deal with the stage fright, for example, you deal with the management of the preparation is essential. My advice, number one, is always study well the score. We're not composers. I think we have to bring the culture to the future. They have to have an ability to resurrect the composer's thought. Otherwise, of course, there are other advices. All musicians have to think about their own body. Musicians should not just stay and practice all day. They have to be healthy. Technique of meditation will help a lot. Making yoga. We sit all day in this position. It's very, very hard. I would suggest just to stop for some time to reflect, just to go. Think about music, think about yourself a little bit more. Otherwise, yes, sometimes we become machines. And that's hard on your body, that's hard on your mind.